Well, we got 4 options here. I think I'm going to go with the simplest one first, but like I said, we're going to break this one up into a couple episodes. So I'm going to run away and see what happens. Alright, let's take a look here. I've got... Let me see. Confirm. Load game. Arboretum save. Just a bit of go here.
Oh no.
That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. Okay. This is the escape pod that I actually had access to quite a while ago. We're going to close this. This is probably a bad ending. But I do kind of want to see what happens if I launch into that mess out there. So here we go.
Morgan, I don't understand how you got the launch key to that escape pod. Of all the ways the test could have changed you, this was the last one I expected. You're just... quitting.
Well, let's see. Ending 1. If I
No.
run away like a little bitch.
Right. Now activating get the fuck out mode.
Right?
You get a trophy.
I'm sure you do. Might get one for everyone. We failed. This isn't the one. Start over. You just die.
Damn! Hold on.
Holy
Who's the one that said you failed?
I don't know. We got the
It's
game,
just the ambient voice.
We've got the game sound there turned down here, so we can't hear it. But
You know what it seems like? That ship didn't go anywhere. It was a trick like the helicopter.
I think that's exactly what it is.
You get inside it, it's simulated. Okay, this one just wants to save its life.
You're not useful.
Wipe it.
It's almost like
They're grooming.
you're not real. I'm not buying
not
it. You're
real.
not real, and they were saying we're trying to create conditions that will produce a certain type of personality that will do a certain thing. I mean, if they've released you into this environment and you basically turn into this living weapon, and Alex pushed you to use Typhon neuromods. He's like, you'll be unstoppable. Do it. And everyone else is like, I don't know about that.
Did you decide to use them?
I have not used them.
Well, let's try the next one then.
Okay, so... the last save game. And this should stick me back into... That's interesting. Because he said of all the ways the test could have changed your personality, this is the one that was least likely. They didn't expect you to give up and run away. And just quit. So it should be... Okay, good. So we know what that ending is.
Do not run like a bitch.
Don't run like a bitch is the answer. So...
I mean, he had a good... I mean, he had a great goodbye. It's
So
just-
December... You almost wonder... Because December is the one who's like, just go. Just leave. And it gave you all the clues to get away. And I'm curious... Yeah, I'm curious. Because he was destroyed randomly. We just found him and he was like, oh, he got destroyed.
If this is some kind of controlled test, there is no random.
And here's the question. I died, and it showed code screens for the looking glass. Is this whole thing one giant looking glass simulation? There's no actual Talos one. You were in a simulation inside of a simulation, and that you finding out about the first simulation was entirely intentional.
What do you mean the first simulation?
When you're inside the apartment, right? And then something happens, and you get out. So you believe, oh, I've been experimented on.
I think it's been controlled from your awakening.
Yeah. There's the simulation inside the other one. And the first one, the small one, at your apartment was intended to break, to give you motivation to go, shit, I gotta fix this inside a larger simulation of Talos 1, which isn't real. That's my working theory. So you may not even be a mimic, but they could have been using neuromods to try to manipulate personality and abilities in a way which would make you whatever. Super soldier. I mean, this is a dude who works from his desk and builds operators, and I've pretty much run around this place just murdering everything without much trouble, using random bits of crap I've found and upgraded. Like, you are a badass for being nobody. It's kind of like, who's the guy from Dead Space? Is it Ethan? Something like that, where he's just this engineer, but he turns into this, like, powerhouse by the end. Okay. And again, that's an optional one. That's not meant to be a real ending, I don't think.
Oh, really?
Well, main story is use the null wave or blow up Talos 1.
Oh, I see.
This one was an optional escape. This one was meet Igui. So I'm going to go back down to the Neuromod division and do the other optional ending. Edna Burton. Is he, like, even... You alive?
Edna.
Edna Mole.
Sorry, Ed.
Ah!
Okay, no.
Ah! No! I'm sorry. I won't touch.
I'm just so, like, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
That thing is like, oh, you're sitting there.
The Arboretum is not a healthy place to be. Okay. Oh.
Okay. You can't go down the hallway.
I'm eating my noodles.
You are the noodle.
Kinda. Okay. Lottie. I feel like this is basically Inception. It's all bullshit.
It reminds me of. I can't even think if it's a movie or a book or. Boo! Can't think about it. But kind of like we were talking in our lovely psychology class, or conditioning of. People won't believe something unless you create that doubt. So when you said, something was randomly put in there, or it was wiped and it found a way back, or the fact that you get December after you get January, kind of like, wait, they tried to get rid of me. You know what I mean? You have to do this, you have to leave, kind of like oh yeah, I should. Yeah, I should.
You have to have a conflicting opinion for you to believe the original. I have this
doubt kind of thing, and it's like, if he is not human, if he is of what are these creatures or whatever, I think I remember them saying the type they don't have empathy, and that was their downfall.
Mm-hmm. It's the only thing they couldn't do.
It's the only thing they couldn't do. So what if through the process of whatever they did to his head, or if you're even alive, or if you're even you, no pun intended. What if you are just a bunch of memories inside of something that they're testing to see if they can mimic the empathy that a human would have for mankind? Everything you're doing is, I need help. My leg's broken. Don't kill my daddy. Are you going to blow me up? Are you going to send me into space? Everything they've been sending you on is to test. Are you going to do it? Do you feel bad for this person after they died, and you did everything you could to try and save them?
And you showed them, like, yeah, I was a terrible person. I'm sorry.
If you get a chance to get the ultimate power, are you going to take it?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. Will you hang on to humanity? Given the option for power, will you take the Typhon power, or will you go, no, I'm a human being, I don't need that.
Exactly.
I want to retain my humanity, even though it could be all bullshit.
This right here, this thing flying in space, is not deciding to just stay on the moon.
No.
I'm pretty sure that shit
you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make.
And it's turned into like bonds, a,
history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station. Just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, Look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Yeah. I think you're also right in that you have 4 options. 2 of them say, screw it, I'm saving myself. Mm-hmm. And those are the optional ones. Those are the ones you're not supposed to take. So we're going to take the other one and see where it takes us.
Yeah, and the 2 main stories are like, okay, well, I'll die with the ship versus, okay, let's actually try and do something hard.
Well, it's the... Whoa. See all black out there? It's almost like it's going to be an absolute shit show out here.
I don't like it.
Okay, we're going to you now, buddy. Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh, that just kills you upright. Okay.
Well, better learn the limbo.
I guess. Okay, well, let's try that again. I didn't think it would eat me like that, but I guess it did. Yeah. That's actually a pretty good theory, I think, that it's... Can we teach them empathy?
It's way out there. But you can't remember shit, so how many times have you been shredded up and then you say your dad actually tried to kill you?
Well,
I mean, were you just really fresh genetic material? I'm just saying.
Well, and it could be, again, all bullshit. Even your dad could be in on the test. Okay, we're going to send this mercenary group in. If they die, fuck them. If they kill them, then I guess the test subject wasn't useful.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. We're running. So I need to get... Got so much coral. I need to somehow... Are they even in here? I think they're... Oh, she's still here.
How can something like that exist? Morgan.
Okay. Well, It's curious. Gotta get to Igui somehow. Gotta cut their human HR. I love that the mercenaries that they hire are done through HR.
Hey, gotta get quality people.
Wow. Okay, that thing's nasty. Alright, here we go to Neuromod Division. Back where it started.
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
What? Have you scanned the Apex? I tried to, it didn't work. Okay, well... Ooh, Actually, can I scan it? It points to suffering, it said.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Don't move.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
That's interesting.
Research complete.
Research complete. Shit. You know, let's take it take a look at the research. I do kind of want to see what it has to say. Apex tendril. A tiny part of the apex intended on devouring everything in its path, attracted to movement, with no way to permanently kill these. Use no way for cubing to beat them back. The military operators. Those are the black box that we saw before. Yeah. The tracking bracelet was nice. Alright, Igui. I'm pretty sure this is going to be horrible, but let's see what happens. And actually, let's do another save here. Just so I can skip all of the running around that was happening before. Okay. Volunteer testing, of course.
Dr. Yu, Morgan, I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, Dahl, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, if memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders. Ready when you are, Morgan. Remember, if this works, say nothing.
Engage surgical harness, neural scan.
When extracted, Dahl's memory should revert back to the inception date, and he should forget his assignment here.
Engage.
If you're worried about the Geneva protocols, you have my word. I will say nothing about who performed the procedure.
Lord.
I am at risk as well, you know.
Oh, connect to one of state.
Dr. Yu. Morgan.
Oh yeah, that looks pleasant.
What? Who are you? Morgan? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander. Dahl. I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's pet. The discredited parapsychologist.
Ah. Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. Transtar mandate. Dr. Yu can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit. Alright, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station. Or Transtar will blackbox me.
Neurotomy. For the next few
Just need
hours,
to
you
check
might
your
have
vitals.
trouble with fine motor
want our
skills or
pilot to
recalling
think.
details.
There's
More
nothing wrong with
importantly,
me.
your memory of the tests is completely gone. But don't worry. I want you to know your willing participation was a big success. It's already yielding valuable information for our scientists and engineers. So, please...
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and surprised you've managed to find a way to get remaining crew off the station.
Okay, so what's my option here then? Wait for Dahl to contract you from the shuttle. Okay. I don't think that's locked me out of anything at this point. Let's head back to the shuttle bay and go from there. Okay. Yeah, that's just real pleasant. Okay, let's cut through here again. So shuttle bay, power plant to blow it up, or do I already have the null wave trans? I don't think I do yet. I'll fabricate the prototype null wave device. Oh, can I climb up there from here? Oh, nice. Okay, I can at least get into the office here. I should fabricate that so I have the option once I get around to it.
Привет, Morgan.
She's like, oh, hi. Oh my god, don't worry about it. I'm good. Okay. Hopefully this isn't like a real pain in the butt to make. Alex's arming key. No, I've got tons of those.
We don't have much time, Morgan.
Morgan.
We don't have much time, Morgan. 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 Morgan.
Hi.
Okay, fabricate an old no-wave device. Brr. What? What does it need? Really? I gotta find 3 of those things? I picked up any random crap. Can they recycle a body? Transfer junk. Okay, let's see here. Can I make it now? I can. Just enough.
The heart of the coral is in psychotronics, in the original containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signals. Use your psychoscope to locate the exact spot.
Okay. Yeah, that's just lovely. Alright. Let's make another save, just so I'm paranoid here. I really don't want to, like, screw myself out of a lot of work when I can see these endings. Alright, let's go to Shuttle Bay. And try to run away like a bitch.
Don't run.
Operator deployment resuming.
Oh, yeah. That's just great. There's so many of them. Please die. It's like this one last battle to get to the end. Don't even need it.
Aperture clear.
Jeez. Okay. Let's see here. Got the key card. What's in here? Anything of interest? Not really. Is this not what I'm supposed to be? What's going on? Oh. Mission parameters, already have that. Email, already have that. What the hell? What does it say? It says, wait for Dahl to contact you from the shuttle. I should continue with my other priorities. My other priorities involve blowing up the station, so now's the time, buddy.
Right? We're gonna sit in there fucking...
Can I do that? What do you want me to do exactly?
You can sit down and watch VR erotica.
Oh dear. I mean, it's no problem. There's only giant tar tentacles chasing me. Sure, I can just chill out while I wait for you to get your butt in motion. I guess I'll go do the other one and see what happens? That's unfortunate. Alrighty. Fantastic. Oh. Oh dear.
Here's some babies.
We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Hey. I'm just gonna sit here and collect my thoughts. Okay, so I guess we can't do this quite yet.
No?
It just says, like, we gotta wait until he...
Whatever doll's fucking...
Until he's ready.
They'll probably call you when he's ready, right?
Yeah. I just wish they would just say, once you got there, you're good.
Maybe it's in the middle of another mission.
Who knows?
Which would be really inconvenient.
Alright, so I need to get to the power plant. I'm gonna try to blow up the station next and see... Because I think that the Mind Without Limits is the interesting one, Perdition. So view and map. It's in life support. Airlock is locked, so I have to go through life support. So we're gonna go down here. Oh, reactor console. Okay. Alright. Here we go.
Good evening.
Real tired. Real tired of these things.
What are you having at the station in here?
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull.
You have to move.
Боже мой. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Can you stop doing that? We're gonna fix this problem. Problem solved. Okay. Reactor core.
Oh.
Ah, yes. I know where we're going. Down to the bottom. Don't have time for everything. Just going. Ugh. Okay. Just break through everything. Shit. Holy shit.
That's a lot of arms.
Just gonna blow up. Oh.
Running diagnostics. Nothing to show.
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
I gotta drop down here. Okay. How do I get access? Oh, is it? Ah. Here's the arming key. There we go. Blow it up.
Damn. That was quick.
Yeah.
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry, Morgan. There won't be anything left to detonate if we're too late.
Having visions. What does it say? Objective. Oh, trigger it from the bridge. They're running all over the place, aren't they?
I guess if you were going to blow up the ship, they didn't want it all to be, one-stop shop.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting.
See you again, Dr. Yu.
Medi bro, come on. Come on.
Diagnosing. Looks like you had a rough
Diagnosing. You are really mentally screwed
All
up.
better. Please
It's
fill
all
out a
bad.
patient experience questionnaire so I can serve you better
Turtle
next time.
lock. It's physically blocked shut. Makes sense. Can't go outside with a giant tentacle monster waiting for you.
Yeah, about that.
Alright. How do you get up again? Ooh. Ooh. Not that way.
He's like, I'm coming for you. I can find you.
High jump is your friend. There we go.
Or you can just go through the bars.
Just slide at the bars, sure. You are probably a mimic. No, I don't know. I kind of like the idea that you were saying that you're an injection of Morgan's memories into a vessel.
It's just, you just wonder what the fuck happened. It just seems really fucked up.
Okay. Keep going. Keep moving. Okay, so to be sure here, or wait, station map. The bridge is from the Arboretum, so we'll go up there. It's interesting, you arm it, and you have this flashback at the point of arming it, the self-destruct.
That's what I was...
Like, you've done it before, or you're... whatever.
They showed pictures of, like, a city.
They showed Earth covered in coral.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah.
Like, you know it's happening.
Well, and the fact is that you die when you try to eject, right? So it's like...
And they say start again. Or
like, so that's
redo.
that's not Morgan. That's not the original. There's no way they just go, kill my brother and start with a new one, unless you're already a copy, right?
Totally.
Okay, so we're going to the bridge. Oh. Okay, microgravity in space is one thing. This is way worse.
That dude's floating.
Oh, that was a Typhon. Or a Phantom.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Okay. Come on.
Yeah.
It's hard to dodge. You know, I think it's the first time I've been to the bridge.
Say what?
I forget. I never came down here before this. I wonder if it would even have let me, or... Well, let's give it a shot. Self-destruct terminal in Talos 1 bridge.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
Oh, fuck
Now
him.
the shuttle bay's open?
I knew it. I'm like, they were going to have you make a choice. They're like, oh, now you get to make the... Oh. Well, in order of operations, you can go back and do that.
I can go back. Well, okay, let's make another save file. Just to be sure. Okay, so now that I'm on the bridge, I don't think... I'm still not locked out of deploying that neuromod. What's that? Not the neuromod, the null wave. Escape pods do not enter. Oh, here's the bridge. Okay, let's fast forward back to the shuttle bay, and we're going to try to do that ending. And we'll come back here, because I still have access to... Yeah, I still have access to go into Psychotronics and do the null wave.
You could save here.
Yeah, I saved here,
Okay.
and I can come back, and I'm going to do... I'm going to go back to the shuttle bay real quick, so we'll fast forward to that. Okay, so... Through the magic of editing, we decided to get rid of everything that just happened in the last 20 minutes here. Basically, we went back to the shuttle bay. Nothing was there. Dahl wasn't there. No one was there. Kind of poked around, couldn't find anything. Then we looked up through the power of the internet and realized that we should just really keep going with this. And then that option to escape or whatever will pop up. So... Since I haven't been to this bridge yet, I'm actually going to jump down here and see what is available. Maybe I have been here. I remember these pods. That's right. They don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I have been to the bridge. I just don't remember going over to this side door here.
Maybe you got it in a different way. Because we all know how screwy shit was in this game.
It's a command deck. Holy crap.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Having a great day.
All personnel should report to their workstations for the day.
Failure.
If you expect to be absent for any reason, please inform your immediate supervisor.
It's interesting to see what some of those monitors say. It's like everyone just like bounced.
Right.
Like, we're out.
Station monitor life support. Navigation. New people. Even Morgan's got glassy eyes now. Hasn't smiled or made a joke in, what, a month?
Okay.
Operator approach.
Yeah, obviously people noticed that things were getting a little weird, but didn't quite know what was going on. Camera array damage sectors.
And still decided to come.
Yeah. Alright, so that's all messed up.
I mean, hey, I know new job ventures.
Am I talking?
When it takes you
My name is January 2035. Morgan.
Okay,
Morgan?
Here
we go.
Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan. You?
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bent the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me. And now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm.
I think you've said enough. I would never harm you, Morgan. Never.
Right?
We need
this
that.
machine that had your voice. I knew from the video you'd done something with operators, but this? It's not too late, you know. We can still salvage this. You change your mind once, you can change it again. I won't stop you if you decide to end it all. I told you I wouldn't. So, what's it gonna be?
It's always this... Hey. It's a corpse. Briefing room. Oh! Oh! That's what I was holding on to.
Have nothing else left to live for.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I know you're having a dramatic moment there, Alex, but I gotta check this all out.
Right. He's like, you're just freaking standing here amongst all the corpses, and you're just like...
Even the captain's chair is badass.
It really is.
Let me transcribe this. Listen to this
This
real
is
quick.
Captain Jada Marks.
Captain.
I'm setting down for posterity my deliberation over the fate of the shuttle Advent. I'm unable to determine with confidence if the Advent departed before being contaminated by the life forms presently overwhelming Talos 1. Best guess, based on telemetry data, Advent departed approximately 30 minutes prior to the first incident report logged by security. 30 minutes. It is within that narrow gap of uncertainty I must decide whether or not to remote detonate the shuttle and its 5 passengers.
Oh shit.
They may very well be flying a cargo hold full of mimics to an unsuspecting Earth. They may not.
Captain! We could sure as hell use that golden gun right about now!
I don't...
Oh, God, are you serious? Is this the same
Alex,
one?
this is Captain Marks. I'm calling to let you know I've authorized a full evacuation of Talos 1. I've tried to issue a mayday to Earthside operations, but our external communication systems are malfunctioning. If you're still with us, we're keeping our posts until the last pods are safely away. Marks out.
Alright. I'm not doing that right now.
Wait, is she on the floor over there?
Yeah, no, she's dead. Yeah, she's definitely gone. Like, mimics got in here, and... Because I don't know. These people look like they were shot.
Those look like gunshots.
The fuck did you do, Alex? You and
It's like, what?
your multiple necks.
Clay. I like cheese.
Okay.
Was it mimic cheese, Alex?
Okay, so we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna save at this point. And I'm gonna blow this thing sky high. Probably call an episode after this one because it's been really long, but I'm gonna do this. We're gonna see what happens. In the next episode, we will do that side quest. Hopefully, get the stupid shuttle one to work, and then finally try the Neurowave. So let's do it. Are you sure? Yes.
Warning: reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I wish there was something I could have said to snap you out of this. Fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my brother. That is a mistake I will never recover from. There's nothing left to talk about. If you have some means of escape, you may as well go. I won't be leaving. Everything I cared about died.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan. I'll wait a few minutes before detonation, but then I'm gone.
I see.
You're on your own after that.
God, this just spreads off to so many possibilities. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, so I guess... Who is December escapes? We know that escaping Talos 1 is not going to work.
Yes.
So I guess we'll do the shuttle one now.
Because where are they going to go? They're just
That's
going to float around? Because, I mean, even she's just like, I don't even know where to go. This place needs to just fucking explode because...
Well, I almost wonder... Let's see what I'm like here.
Microgravity detected.
You know, I'm almost wondering, is Earth already messed up? And they're trying to find a way to alter the mimics in such a way that they can come to terms?
Or tell them to stop eating people's faces?
Well, because I mean, you see that
Not
flash.
like, hey, you don't need to eat faces, guys. Look at me. Yeah. I don't eat faces. I enjoy this tomato.
We've grown tomatoes.
It's reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I have plenty.
Okay, you can have George, but after that, we really got oh dear. They're really going out of here.
Don't you know what I mean? It's kind of like...
Well,
as fast as that shit's moving, I'm pretty sure it doesn't take it that long to get to Earth. And it's not like it's going, oh, guys, stay over here.
Well, because, I mean, if they're off-planet and Earth is messed up, we saw a vision of coral covering, like, New York.
Yeah.
So if you're, like, doing this desperate research on the moon or on Talos 1, trying to find a way to change the coral, or change the mimics in a way that benefits humanity, if they've created a mimic in the form of Morgan, and they can make him act in a way which benefits humanity specifically, then they could try to modify the coral there to do the same thing.
Maybe.
Like, this could be a cleanup, like, post-apocalyptic thing where they're trying to just find some way to change, because they can't possibly kill them all.
And it could have just been a mistake. It could have been like, because you can't inject anything into the Typhons. But maybe in like all the jiggerings and shit, Morgan thought that he was still Morgan, and it was actually just a confused Typhon that...
Who knows?
I think I'm a real boy kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, as long as we don't tell him he's a Typhon, he won't do that, like, well, fuck everything, you know, who knows.
Please evacuate Talos 1.
Shuttle Advent.
But they ended like they have fucking time. This isn't the one. Let's do it again. Like,
right.
We just...
I completed the objective? By doing what?
Going down there. Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, no. Why don't you go through here? We can get a cutscene.
If I actually climb on board the ship.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Okay. I'm curious if there's a difference between leaving and not. So I'm going to make another save. Because I want to do one where... I get on the shuttle and where I don't. Let's see if there's any difference in the ending, if you die with the station or not.
Very true.
Did I do that? I'm not going to do both of them this episode because I think we're well over an hour now, but I do want to see at least what the escape looks like. Actually closes you in there.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate
Bоже
Talos
мой,
1.
please,
12,
take your
11 in the
seat.
cargo hold, 5 in the cabin. Alright, here we go.
Ready or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
There it goes. That frame rate.
Even my system cannot handle it. You know, this is one that's...
Oh.
See? It's gonna get there. Well, I mean, if you chose that ending without thinking or... it's probably everyone who knows by now there's multiple endings.
Mm-hmm.
That one leaves it to go... If you chose that ending, you can clearly see shit's getting to Earth.
You don't know for sure if contamination happened, but you know.
But if we all know how, I'm not a mathematician. That's your job. But the direction in which things are flipping, it is going to get to Earth's atmosphere at least.
Yeah, and then at that point, if, one mimic is tough enough to survive re-entry, so who knows?
He had that door sitting wide open. You think one's not a coffee cup? Oh, okay.
Oh, is this the breakout here?
Oh, hello.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Who's there the whole time? Oh, that's great. Bet you that damn coffee mug's a mimic. I'm telling you right now.
It's way too pretty. I'd actually like that coffee mug.
You can buy them if you can ever find them in stock. They're never in stock.
I want one.
There's the...
I want it for my desk at work, so if people get on my nerves, I just... No, no mimic needed. I could just...
So...
I'm waiting to see what else is gonna... Waiting for a lamp or... Oh, okay.
There's a weaver who's just gonna, turn him into a phantom.
That's a fast transaction.
Yep.
Oh, he's like...
That's an etheric phantom.
Keep working. He's just over there like...
I get the feeling that...
He has like an EMP type.
Well, there's that and... Oh, there's the nightmare.
Oh.
I think the shuttle leaves without you regardless. So either you die with the shuttle, or you
Oh,
go
that guy
back.
was gonna go. It was just debating if you were gonna go with him.
So it really comes down to, are you going to see Earth potentially get wiped out or die with the ship? I think the only really true solution, if the null-wave transmitter works, is to neutralize them all. Because blowing it up is just going to spread it everywhere. It just blows exotic material all over the place, and you have no idea where that's going to end up in a week, in 10 years. It could all drift away. Obviously they can survive in space.
Yeah, it's just hard because if it's already gotten as far as it has, there's no way to really make sure you've got it all.
Unless you
it's almost
kill the
like
source.
If you kill the source, do they die too?
Don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
Like it almost seems like it almost seems like if they're wasting their time doing this crap.
Mm-hmm.
We know how things go. We're gonna try and nuke something before we talk to it.
Yeah.
Alien Life 101. So have we tried to nuke it? And now we're like, okay, let's try.
Right. Alright, guys, well, we got two options for the next episode. It's going to be to go down with the station, which I guess will probably result in the same ending. I don't think it really matters if you leave or not. And then obviously the null-wave transmitter, which I think is probably the more interesting solution. I think just escaping and blowing the station up is meant to be kind of the obvious solution. And the fact that, interestingly enough, January was like, oh yeah, you have to die too, because everyone has to die. So I'm kind of curious to see if that changes things or not. But we'll give it a shot, and we'll catch you next time and finish this game up, because it's been a wild trip, and I want to see how that other ending goes. So we'll see you next time. I lost ride. We're
Surprise,
entering
folks.
a hidden location. Post-credits gameplay? What is this?
There's post-credit images.
Okay, so... Same as before, Looking Glass. Oh, shit.
Oh, hell no.
It's finished. How did it do?
No.
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
All of those people
It
were
probably
fucking
thinks it was
operators.
dreaming. That nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. And later, it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates a strong identification with us. But its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was the man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But...
Would you let it live?
yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
They created a mimic that would be compassionate
It found
for
me.
humanity.
It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we had to make a choice.
If it ever existed.
You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Look at my hand.
Oh, it's creepy.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's
memories. You were right.
Pretty good fucking reconstruction.
That's the world today.
Oh, gosh.
Called it. The
We
world's
spent
already been
years trying to
infested.
put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do
what they want to
into
say.
you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species.
Oh.
I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us.
Oh, because he
Take my hand if you do.
Well, hold on.
Oh, this is fucked up because you can't save. Oh, you can go back.
I
though.
can come back.
Well.
So many damn endings!
I gotta kill them all! Oh, hell.
But the thing is that as a person, me personally, I understand why they did it. It wasn't meant to torment me, it was, we're gonna test to see if you can help humanity. And they spoke of, we kept trying to put the Typhons in humanity so we could fight back. And we realized it wasn't gonna work, so we decided to put the humanity in a Typhon.
It makes sense.
We're gonna shake things up. Like old times.
Tear?
Oh my god! Oh, that was good! That's really good. I mean, we called it, I think. We pretty much figured out what was going on based off
But not
what
all
they
the
give you.
little details. I do like the summarizing of all your I don't know if you had many choices in all those, or how in-depth the choices were.
I mean, you could have just said, I'm not going to do that side quest. You know, there was... I mean, you do it as a gamer because...
I'm not getting her medicine.
You have to do everything, but you could choose to roleplay and say, I'm not doing that. I got other stuff to worry about. I've got more important things. I think that if the game had more timed quests where you really had to choose between one or the other, not do I do it or not, it would be interesting. But I do like how it recaps and goes over, these are all the things it did to show that it is sympathetic.
It helped me do this and that. And it's like, who are you again?
It reminds me a bit of the Persona series. At the end of each game, because throughout the game you build up a relationship with various characters, and then at the end of the game, usually there's a final battle, and the people will come back and talk about what you did with them and the challenges you helped them overcome, and kind of give you that, like, hey, you actually were a really nice person to all these people.
Yeah.
That's great.
Wow.
So I'm curious now. There's so many endings, because if I die, I'm still going to end up there, probably. And they'll probably comment, hey, you obviously didn't have any self-preservation.
You made sure they got out, even if it meant you couldn't.
Because you were told, you're contaminated, you can't leave. So it doesn't even matter. Talos 1 doesn't exist. I think it's all fabrication. And maybe it does, but it doesn't matter at the end, because what we experienced wasn't real.
I can't handle it. And then he goes, kill them all. What the fuck? You're like, I am angry. All you motherfuckers need to die.
You could be pissed that you were lied to, that it was all fake, you went through all of that for nothing.
Well, and back to what, back to how I giggle about even their naming of things, and we can even go into this in depth.
Yeah, we'll
later.
do it in the recap,
but just really how they're like, oh, we just wanted to fucking see if we can give you guys some fucking empathy, because to see someone's pain or to see someone's responses is where you get into whether or not you're going to give a shit about someone, just in short speak.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like you said, the way they word things and name things is very specifically. It was chosen to be worded that way because it meant to, even like the paraplaxis, which is not it's interesting. So yeah, we'll cover that in the recap, because I do kind of want to do a good breakdown, and there's actually quite a bit of research that we could do to.
Should we do a deep dive?
We'll do a deep dive into the mind of Prey. But yeah, we got some endings to get through, and I'm kind of curious, what your final choice is. Do you kill them? Do you let them live? Do you accept for what you are? But that's interesting. I want more answers. Very interesting stuff. So for right now, and I think if you actually let me continue here from the shuttle bay and change the choice, but we'll do that next time, because we're like way over on time. But really good stuff. So see you then.